That's a nice one.
For God's sake, Ethel, shut that window.
It's you that wanted it open.
Well, I want it shut now.
This is Mr. Ridvers, but when he's in this office, he calls himself the Triangle New Era Cinema Company, which operates the only 3 cinemas of any importance in those 3 little industrial towns, Gatford, Mundley and Stort.
Aiming little perios.
What about them?
They're knocking hell out of the returns, that's what about them.
Well, they're packed out every night.
I know they are.
They're very good, the good companions. I saw them last night.
You paid good money to see a bread and dripping little perio show, filling in time till they can get a pitch on the sands again.
I didn't pay.
Look, I've got Father on his PPH making an offer for the 3 halls. That offer depends on 2 months' returns. If they don't like the look of those returns, they won't make a deal. Worse still, they might build their own cinemas. My future's at stake. And this tatty little minstrel troupe's taking all the business. You didn't pay.
Pardon?
When you went to see this show that's ruining us, you said you didn't pay.
I went with a fella.
Now, don't you start any tricks.
I don't start tricks, and if I did, I wouldn't ask you a permission, Mr. Charlie Ridvers. You get your money's worth. Start tricks, you're a nice one to talk.
Shut up.
Urgent business appointment at the Duke of Wellington.
I'm going to see this woman that runs this concert party.
Yeah, she's taking unfair advantage of you. She's giving value for money.
Just you be careful, that's all.
And you be careful. It's windy, your hat might blow off. And for my next trick.
How were things at home? I love the Cotswolds.
All the blossom was out.
Real live spring.
Yes.
The flowers daren't bloom in Gatford. The wind decapitates them instantly.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And still the audience has come flocking in to see the show.
House full, night after night. You must be making money.
I suppose I ought to feel like a bloated profiteer and capitalist.
It couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Yes, well, don't tell all the others, but I am actually still £200 down. That is, since we first started.
In which case you must ruthlessly carry on raking in the shekels and boodle.
Well, yes, that's just it.
You're not sure whether you want to carry on.
Oh, dear, is it that obvious?
There's a restlessness in the camp. It's a game. And we're both getting a little tired of it, us being mere amateurs.
See, there's this wonderful offer for a summer season in Bournemouth. 6 months' work guaranteed, a #1 date, isn't that the expression?
To the best of my knowledge, it means a place with a roof.
And suddenly 6 months seems like an eternity.
Almost half a year.
How do the others feel?
Oh, the old hands are all for it. Jimmy and the Joes and Mitchum, it's all their wildest dreams come true. Jerry's got higher ambitions, of course. Elsie's looking for a rich man, as usual. And Susie... don't know.
I don't suppose she does either. You might have to tell her.
Tell her what?
I thought you were good with words.
Most of the time, yes, but with Susie... I said I'd join the elder statesman in the bar for a drink, so I'll think about things.
Yes, I shall think about things too.
Jolly good. United we stand or fall, as the case may be.
Miss Trant.
Oh, yes. There's a gent to see you who smells of whiskey when you see him.
Yes, of course.
Ridvers.
I beg your pardon?
I think this gentleman is called Mr. Ridvers.
That's it. Ridvers. Triangle New Era Cinema Company. Well known in the area. Not a stranger, not an outsider.
And what is it you want?
Doing damn well here, aren't you?
We're playing to very good audiences, yes?
At whose expense? Mine. And I've come here to have a little talk about it.
I don't want to have a little talk about it.
But I do.
Will you please go away at once? How dare you come in here behaving like this? Filling the room full of cigar smoking, whiskey fumes.
I hope you don't call yourself a lady.
Now, will you please go, or shall I call the manager?
My God. My God.
I wish you wouldn't keep saying that, Mr. Ridvers. My best friend's father is a clergyman.
While Miss Trant was protecting the name of the deity in her room upstairs, the gentlemen of her company were lubricating the soul in the bar downstairs.
So this is what they're paying to see.
Are you addressing us, my good man?
Buskers. Broken down old pros.
Does anyone know this gentleman?
Ridvers. New Era Cinema Company. Gatford Tivoli. Mundley Coliseum and the Royal at Stort.
Until you came in, I thought Gatford, Mundy and Stort was a dog act.
Pay attention, Mr. James. Mr. Ridvers owns all the cinemas around here.
And what are you eyeing about?
We had occasion to expend ninepence in one of your establishments only the other day.
The picture was so old it looked as though it was raining.
The piano needs replacing.
And as for the young lady that was trying to play it...
We thought we might have a collection so you could pay for her to have lessons.
Very comical, both of you. Buskers, going round with the hat. And as for that bitch of a woman upstairs...
Hey. Close your mouth, there's a draft.
I've been to places where you'd have a bullet put through you for saying things like that about a lady.
I'll say what I like, and you won't stop me, do you see? I'll say what I like.
Go on, then. Say what you like.
Well...
I'm a Piero, a busker, a broken-down old pro. I used to be a boxer, too.
In the Navy.
Heavyweight champion.
And that lady upstairs, she pays me my money.
I don't even know your name, sir.
Oh, I know your name.
Ridvers, Mr. Ridvers.
Now, this one has two names. The first one is Mud, and the second one is Walker. So get walking. Now, you've got 10 seconds. It usually takes 10 seconds. That's including the count.
While the gentlemen of the company amused themselves in the bar of the Crown, the ladies took tea in the sacred vaults of Ye Jolly Duchy Cafe, Victoria Street, Gatford, as discovered, checked and approved by Mrs. Joe Brundit.
This is nice, isn't it? The wind howling outside and us sitting in here having a nice chat and a cup of tea in the warm.
Yes, very nice.
I'm a happy woman, Susan. A very happy woman. All this and Bournemouth to come. 5 months guaranteed. A town of tone and taste and money. Terms are good, aren't they?
Yes, quite good, I believe.
They should be wired at once. Get everything confirmed and signed and agreed and confirmed. What's wrong?
I feel an awful pig, but... Oh, Mrs. Joe, I don't want to spend the whole summer in concert party work at Bournemouth. Twice daily, bring the children. Susie will sing number 27 on the programme, and I think... Oh, hell. Yes, hell. Do you remember Coral Crawford?
Coral Crawford. Larks and Owls Company.
Yes, well, what did you think of her, honestly?
Well, as a performer, hopeless. As a companion, a lady, no better. Being deceitful, untrustworthy, given to lying and borrowing.
She is starring, mind you, in a new show at the Pall Mall. Look at that. Look, should run forever. Playing with Tommy Mawson and Leslie Wade.
Well, she may have improved.
There's nothing to improve. Oh, I know I shouldn't grumble, and Miss Trant's an angel, and you're all angels.
Oh, but it isn't good enough for you, is it, Susie?
Well, I didn't mean that exactly.
No, you're quite right. You are too good. I used to think that I was.
So you are, miles and miles.
Do you really think so?
Yes.
Oh, Joe says it's the delicacy of my voice keeps me out of the big work, but taste and interpretation, they must count for something, mustn't they?
Oh, of course they do, you absurd thing.
But you're still very young.
Doesn't seem to make much difference. Every time I hear about someone in the profession doing really well, I try to find out how old they are, and if I can't find out, then I guess. Oh, Jerry Jerningham does the same. Oh, he's pretty poisonous, I know, but he understands about things like that. He'll get there soon if it kills him.
Or anybody else.
Look.
Is that the gentleman friend?
Yes.
He is like
A large pink egg.
Well,
Well,
have you missed me?
yes.
Yes.
It's sickening.
What does he do?
I think he owns hotels.
Then it isn't sickening. It's quite sensible.
It's a 20-bedroom hotel. Could easily be extended with an annex. Good smoke room and bar trade. Well situated, just opposite the pier.
East Beach Pier. I played there year before last. We broke the house records.
They only want 4,000 for it. Of course, it all needs a bit of work doing on
Oh,
it.
you could do that all right.
Do you think so? I really want your opinion, Elsie.
Well, I'll tell you what I think.
East Beach, a very nice town, well maintained.
She saw herself queen of the hotel.
You'll find the municipal gardens always very neat and tidy.
Gentlemen of the town raising their hats. Good afternoon, Mrs. Dover.
With a lovely floral clock. You have to respect a town that provides a floral clock for its visitors.
Going round the shops and doing the odd charity show. Used to be in the business once, my dear.
Of course you know better than I do, Herbert, but my honest opinion...
Oh, yes. She can see the picture clearly and sweetly.
You buy it.
Going to. Already decided that. But it's another question, really, old kid.
Old kid? What next?
You've got it up here where it's wanted. I used to think it was just looks and style and not much else.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Have you ever thought of giving up the stage to get married?
I've been proposed to a few times, I don't mind telling you.
She didn't mind telling him.
But it depends who's asking.
I'm asking. Mrs. Dover of the Black Horse.
Is that its name? The Black Horse? Oh, I love horses!
And Mr. Herbert Dover found himself being kissed.
Love is in the wind, like a breeze from the trees, like a great white sail, and it's so romantic, yes, it's so romantic. Love is in the wind, a typhoon from the moon, or a friendly gale from the North Atlantic. It's cyclonic, it's Byronic, a sweetly blowing zephyr will last forever. We're elated, satiated, bereft of every thought, except we're deep inside love's vortex. Inside love's vortex. Love is in the wind, like a breeze from the trees, like a great white bird, and it's so terrific, yes, it's so specific.
Love is in the wind, a typhoon from the moon, or a siren heard from the South Pacific.
See my fellow, soft and mellow, at his tempest he conceals a raging tempest. He's the sweetest and the neatest. He may bellow, he may bluster, where it counts he passes master. He passes master. Love is in the wind, like the breeze from the trees, like a lovely song full of words, like kissing pretty notes that glisten. Love is in the wind, a typhoon from the moon. Oh, you can't go wrong if you only listen.
Listen.
A noble saccharin marriage, I always think.
Yeah, but it'll never replace happiness.
In certain places in Borneo, young Elsie would have a ring placed through her nose.
Young Elsie?
Oh, Susie, men are awful.
I think we're rather nice. Now, are you going to give us a definitive Yorkshire pronouncement on the subject of Elsie's nuptials, Mr. O'Criden?
I told you there was something in wind.
Something in wind, absolutely.
No changing at all for months on end, and then all of a sudden it all changes and it's all to bits.
All to bits.
Aye.
As often happens, Mr. O'Croyd has the final word.
Aye.
Almost the final word.
We shall
Miss Elsie.
Indeed we shall.
She will be missed.
Aye.
A little brassy, perhaps.
But with a good heart.
When's wedding?
This week.
You yon's quick.
Wednesday, I believe.
Poor lad, what was his name?
Dulver. Herbert Dulver. Large, pink chap.
Another good man going west.
Well, we booked her.
Booked who?
Whom?
Mamie Potter.
What sort of a name's that?
Mamie Potter.
Is she any good? Well, she's got no voice to speak of, but she looks good. Good pair of legs, she'll do.
There's a slight shortage of enthusiasm in your description, Mr. James.
Well, you can't work miracles at 2 days' notice. She dances well and she's available.
I wonder why she's available.
Yeah.
I'll get some more ale in.
Jess O'Croyd had never been very fond of Elsie, but she were one at old lot, and the fact that she was going and another taking her place troubled him more than it did any of the others.
Tiptoe to the window, by the window, that's where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe from your pillow to the shadow of the window tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. If flowers will stray, we'll the showers away, and if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me? Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. With me.
I say, you're not a bad piano player, are you?
I try in my humble way to spread a little pleasing melody along the pathways of my existence, Miss Potter.
Mamie Potter's "I say" was soon to be a regular storm signal.
I say, I've been looking at the programme.
Really?
They've let you dig an awfully big hole in it, haven't they?
That isn't a hole. It's a mountain.
I say, she says to me, some of your card tricks are a bit ancient.
With me, with some of your songs are a bit ancient, she says.
With me, it's my gags.
Every man is entitled to his honest opinion.
And some women.
It's the I say.
I say, you seem to get a lot of your own way around here, don't you? You're only the props, aren't you?
No, but a sort of dog like. Just let us know if you hear me speaking out of my turn. You must just set us right as you go on. We know note.
Fine.
She's quite impossible. Well, I bet you haven't been left out.
Left out?
I say, Miss Tran.
Yes, no, I wasn't left out. She strolled up to me and she said, I say, I don't quite see why you're doing this. This isn't really your line, is it?
She would, the cheek. I can't understand how that girl's come to live so long. But I suppose she's right.
Right?
It isn't your line, is it?
I never said it was.
You really tired of us?
Oh, good gracious, no.
Honestly, really, truly?
No, I'm not tired of you. Just restless. Same as you. I know what I don't want to do.
You don't want a summer in Bournemouth.
Oh, exactly.
No, neither do I.
But I haven't the faintest idea what I do want to do.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
The West End. Name in lights.
Oh, I could kill Inigo Twyford.
I don't see how murdering poor Inigo would help.
Well, because he's got so much talent and he won't bother about his songs. He won't send them to anyone. He'd rather write some essay on, what, the state of the nation, send it to some paper no one's ever heard of. They send it back, he gets sulky and, oh.
But if it's what he wants to do.
Oh, yes, but when I'm dying for a chance to show what I can do, it makes me sick to see someone who's got a chance not doing anything with the... What's wrong?
Somebody went past. I thought I knew.
Male or female?
Yes.
I know who you saw.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
It was him, wasn't it?
Oh, you couldn't
No,
possibly.
you told me once about when you went on a cruise on a boat and you met this doctor. Scotsmen, well, they're all Scotch, aren't they? Dr. McIntyre? McTavish?
McFarlane.
It was him.
Oh, no, you're talking nonsense.
Well, he could be here. Doctors could be anywhere. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you weren't feeling very well and you sent for a doctor and he came and said, "Oh, Elizabeth, that's you!" And then you'd gaze at him and reply,
I say, Dr. McFarlane, this isn't your line, is it?
Anyway, I'll soon find out.
Find what out?
Whether it was him. I'll look it up in the telephone directories and things.
Oh, no, it's absurd.
No, it's no good saying you don't want to know, because you do.
It's time we were going.
I bet he sits in his surgery, smoking a pipe and thinking about you while his hair turns all grey at the temples.
We've still got Elsie's wedding present to get.
I love weddings. Don't you?
Susie, it's nothing. All nothing.
When she returned to her room, Miss Elizabeth Trant reminded herself that it was all nothing. It's not much fun being intimately concerned with nothing.
And it's all through us. This lady's been running your concert party for you, isn't that right, Effie?
That's right, Uncle Arthur. Mind you, it's a long story, isn't it, Miss Trant?
Yes, very long.
But she looks well on it, doesn't she?
I think you've put weight on Miss Trant.
But you have been good to our Elsie. You know, she writes to us regularly and tells us all about it. And she's done well for herself, hasn't she?
Yes, very well.
I say, Inigo.
What?
Who are all these people?
What, apart from our lot, do you mean?
Well, I know our lot.
Well, the others are mostly Dulvers.
Dulvers?
Well, Elsie's just married a chap called Herbert Dulver, so most of the other guests are Dulvers. You can spot them. They're all pink and rather large.
I say, Inigo. Who's that funny lady?
Oh, that's the amazing Miss Thong, dressmaker extraordinary.
But they're all very nice, aren't they? One or two of them spoke very nicely to me, and usually I don't expect to be noticed. And when I am, I get all upset. Oh, I could shake myself sometimes.
What you want to do is take it easy. Do you know there are musicians playing in orchestra pits at this very moment? I could give you their names, but I won't, and they won't take it easy. It's happening all the time, just because they won't take it easy. Pardon?
I say, Inigo.
Here comes the chief Dulver.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've really got nothing much to say, and by rights, I should really be saying nothing in any case. And perhaps the less said, the better, if you get my meaning. But I would like to say this, that I have always prided myself in picking winners. And generally, it's a very good prize. And I know I've really picked one this time.
Well, you better put your shirt on it, then.
Not just me shirt, what? But we would like to say how grateful we are to you all for your kindness and your presence. And if any of you ever find yourself in the area of East Beach in the future, you'll be very welcome to come and stay at our hotel. And the terms are very reasonable.
Well, I'd have brought the band parts if I'd known, but I'd... Mr. and Mrs. Dulver, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told that I have to say a few words on Elsie's side in this matter. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Uncle Arthur from Sheffield, and I generally prefer playing the trombone, but I didn't bring it with me today.
Is that one?
No, he's not a Dulver. They're all pink. He's red.
But you'll find, Mr. Dulver, that there is temperament in the family, but she's a clever girl, and what's better, she's always been a very good girl. And if she doesn't make him a good wife, then I don't know what he wants, and he doesn't either, so just let's fill him up and here's to him.
My friends, I feel it's my duty as a fellow artist to say something about Mrs. Herbert Dulver, long known in the profession as Miss Elsie Longstaff, delightful purveyor of dainty numbers. My diary tells me we have been on the road together for a matter of months, but my heart tells me we have been on the road together for a lifetime.
Hear, hear.
Along with my gifted and generous companions. We have traversed continents, acknowledged applause of whole nations. The names of our company ring like a clarion call in the history of the English theatre. Names so familiar to you, there is really no need to repeat them at this hour.
You'd only get them wrong anyway.
He always does.
My friends, when we were told that we were to lose Elsie from our ranks, the blow fell like a thunderbolt in our midst.
Hardly.
The one thing that makes her departure bearable to us, her professional companions and her friends, is the sure and certain knowledge of the part she is to play in this equally great and worthy crusade, in this splendid marriage to Mr. Herbert Dulver. I had not met Mr. Dulver until this day, but I did know a Dulver once in Vancouver some years ago, probably a cousin or an uncle.
Have you got family in Vancouver?
One thing I can say, without fear of contradiction, that Mr. Herbert Dulver is the one man in this world worthy to play the part in this marriage. I have met many great men in my time.
3 times round the world.
4 times around the world.
Why doesn't he settle for 6?
And it is on their behalf, and on behalf of my companions, and on behalf of
the human race.
Yes, on behalf of the whole human race, I ask you to drink the health of Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Dulver.
Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Dulver.
I say, Inigo, we're all drinking champagne.
Yes?
Morton Mitchum's drinking yellow stuff.
Oh, it's Scotch.
But
He likes it. It makes him drunk faster.
Yes, come on, get back down and go. Up to Daisy, up to Daisy. Flashing beautifully.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't going to make a speech, but after what Morton Mitchum said on behalf of the company, I feel I must say a few words. I've had some good times and bad times on the stage, but since the start of the Good Companions, it's been mostly good times.
Shut up. Carry on, Elsie. What did I tell you? Temperament.
Well, I know it won't be just good times now, but I think we'll make a very good job of being married. And I hope we'll see you all lots of times and make it nice and soon. And the presents are lovely. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elsie said how much she likes her presents, which is very gratifying because some of those from the company have even been paid for. But there is one present she doesn't know about yet. And for this, I shall require the assistance of my colleagues in this, the first and only public performance of a song written by our piano player and entitled...
If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it all over you.
Entitled Elsie's Wedding Day.
It's Elsie's wedding day, Elsie's wedding day. The gifts so high to reach the sky. On Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day.
Come on, Elsie, tell us all about your presents.
All those lovely gifts you didn't want.
And which you never want to see again.
Jerry there sent a lock of hair and a tinted photograph.
Jimmy Nunn sent an ancient pun and we all tried hard to laugh.
The factory man sent a detailed plan how to saw himself in half.
Today was done with no such fun. On Elsie's wedding day, hey, hey, on Elsie's wedding day. It's Elsie's wedding day, Elsie's wedding day. You can run and cruise through all the booze. On Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day.
Elizabeth John sent a flowering plant that grew into a spud.
Susie Dean sent a tender scene from a play that was no good.
And Yorkshire Jess sent a soggy mess he said was a produce but good.
Today was done with no such fun. On Elsie's wedding day, hey, hey, on Elsie's wedding day. It's Elsie's wedding day, Elsie's wedding day. The birds get drunk, the bells go come. On Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's wedding day.
Mr. Joe sent a sunset glow with a song with moons and jewels.
Mrs. Joe sent some calico and 12 apostles' balls.
Inigo sent a brand new show full of girl power.
Hey, Inigo.
What?
Who's that Susie Dean's dancing with?
That is a pink young Dulver. He is bound to be rich, almost certainly self-satisfied and smug, very spoiled, and if and when he marries will quite definitely be a wife-beater. I say, Mamie.
Yes?
Can I have this dance?
About time, too.
From far away came a great array of Dulvers pink and vast, all slightly boozy. They danced with Susie and left me all downcast. Now I want to scream because love's young dream is a nightmare sinking fast. In this lonely room, it was all such gloom. On Elsie's wedding day, on Elsie's... Oh, this can't go on.
Inigo Jolliphant decided he must have it out with Susie. If you think I'm a man to be played with, you're wrong. Absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Perhaps something cool and sneering. I must congratulate you on your friends. I'm beginning to wonder whether the honour of being considered one of them will not be too great a strain.
Pretentious.
Look here, Susie, I've had enough of this. With quiet but manly determination.
The bus is waiting to take us to the theatre.
And they're all waiting for me, absolutely. Tell me, Mr. O'Croyd.
Yeah.
Am I feeble?
Feeble?
A true and honest reply, if you please. Spare me your northern tact and diplomacy. Am I feeble?
Aye, I reckon so.
Thank you. Lead me to the shower, man.
Right.
Jade, all about Jade. Buttercup, everything does. Oh, comes and goes, wind and rain, spring, summer, autumn, winter, in that order. Generally, birth, growth, decay, death, oh, seen it all four corners. I'd say can't be out. Have another.
Yeah, Mr. Mitchell.
The great cycle of nature.
Hey, bus is waiting, Mr. Mitchell.
Oh, the bus that calls for us all in the end.
Look, we're going to be late for the theatre unless we get our skates on.
The bus that calls for us all.
Once more, we focus our attention on the catering establishment known as Ye Jolly Duchy Cafe, which, during this week in the life of the good companions, has become a public forum for the discussion of private agonies, including some that are likely to remain unresolved.
Again?
Again what?
Fighting a losing battle with your pipe. Oh, stop sulking.
I'm not sulking. Well, just slightly.
Well, whatever for?
Yesterday, at Elsie's wedding,
What about the wedding?
I thought you behaved rottenly.
What did I do?
You were flirting with that chap, that young pink Dulver.
I danced with him, that's all.
Rich, smug, self-satisfied bounder.
I don't even know his name.
I don't want to know his
It's
name.
Horace.
Horace?
You're not interested in his name.
People don't call people Horace. It's the name you give to a tortoise or a motor car that keeps on breaking down. What was he, a barman or a bookmaker or
I
something?
wouldn't care if he was a bottle washer. If I wanted to talk to him, I'd talk to him. I'm not a little Cambridge snob.
No one could ever accuse me of being a snob.
Oh, no. No one could ever accuse me of being a snob. Of course you're a snob.
I am not a snob.
Well, if you're not a snob, you're jealous. You're stiff and green with jealousy.
Yes.
We agree about something.
Well, of course I'm jealous.
I'm glad we agree.
Of course we do. Of course I'm jealous, absolutely. Whose fault is it?
Yours.
Mine?
Yours.
Of course it's not my fault. It's your fault. You were the one... Look here, Susie. You know the way I think and feel about you.
No, I don't. Tell me.
Of course you do.
Oh, go on, Inigo. Don't stop. Tell me again.
No, I'm not going to tell you again. It's all just a game for you. You really don't care a damn.
Well, you better go on to the next bit.
The next bit?
The bit where you say, if you think I'm the chap that you can play with, then you're wrong. Oh.
I'm going. I'll see you at the theatre tonight.
No, don't go. If you go rushing off like that, I'll feel sorry I came here with you and had to disappoint Horace.
In what way did you disappoint Horace?
He wanted to take me out for a spin in his motor car.
Today?
Yes.
You refused?
Yes.
Why did you refuse?
Because I'd rather hoped that I might get an invitation to Ye Jolly Duchy Cafe from a piano player I know. He's a terribly nice chap, Cambridge actually, and Horace is rich and smug and self-satisfied.
Thank you, Susie.
Not that you're much fun these days.
Are you really sick of me?
Well, only in a way.
Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be with the show at all. Not anymore. I couldn't stick it for another week. You see, I'm just an amateur, really. I do things for fun. Fun! And it's not fun anymore. It's just a sort of chore I go through every night because I'm in love.
In love?
Absolutely.
What, still?
Worse than ever.
Well, I know I've been a bit moody lately, but... Well, so have you. You're not half as amusing as you used to be. You irritate me.
Yes, I know, feeble,
Yes.
So you keep on telling me.
That's it, yes,
Oh,
feeble.
am I, by jingo?
Yes, you
I'll give you
are.
feeble.
There are heavens that await only reckless men, and Inigo Jolliphant spent a minute in one of them. Then he waited for something momentous to happen. He could almost feel himself cringing.
Well,
That's the kind of man I am.
it's not the sort of girl I am, and especially at 12 in the morning in an imitation Dutch cafe.
Didn't you like it?
That's got nothing to do with it.
I did.
Made me feel quite sick. No, Inigo, not again. Who do you think you are? Look, when I said you were feeble, I didn't mean that.
Well, what did you mean?
I meant you were feeble about work.
Work?
Yes.
Here I am, tearing out my innermost soul for you, laying it bare on the table before you for your inspection and approval, and you talk about work?
There you are, you see. You don't even know what I'm talking about. You're just a feeble amateur. Well, I'm a pro. I'm not in the business because it's jolly fun, young fella. I haven't run away from school for a few months.
I'm not going back to any school.
Oh, shut up, Inigo. Look, I want you to do something with your talent. Stay in the business or go back to school, but don't try to do both.
That's it.
That's it.
Boring old work still comes before...
Before what?
Well, true love and an ivy-covered cottage that nestles in the hill.
Sorry. If I say I love you, you must read between the lines. If I say I need you, you must read between the lines. It has to be said, I can't love you A to Z, but perhaps from A to J, okay.
Susie, you are stunning.
You must read between the lines.
Whistle, I'll come running.
You must read between the lines.
My life's endeavor is to stay with you forever.
Well, perhaps until tonight, all right.
With my hand of art, absolute in our fashion.
If our stars are fated, I'll pause with you a while, but domesticated isn't my style.
Susie, thou art charming, as I read between the lines. Also, quite alarming, as I read between the lines. But if you say you can't love me all the way, I'll settle for a medium rare affair.
It's important to be free. It's important to be me. But I'll still be your true friend till the end.
Till the end.
Till the end, my friend. I must go.
If it hadn't been for a small piece of card in his pocket, Inigo Jolliphant would have felt miserable, crushed, and about 2 feet high. It had found its way there only half an hour before the meeting with Susie.
Mr. Jolliphant? I am he.
Milbrow.
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 Jolliphant.
And a very elusive Jolliphant you are, if I may say so.
You may.
I called backstage after the show, but you rushed off, apparently.
Yes, I had a hangover. There was a wedding reception.
And this morning when I called at your digs, you'd rushed off again.
Yes, I had to make an urgent appointment with somebody.
But your landlady said I might find you at the Crown.
In about half an hour's time.
I beg your pardon?
My appointment. It's in about half an hour's time.
Ah, so, please be brief, Milbrow. That's the message. Understood, my friend. Meeting a young lady, perhaps?
Perhaps.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure whether she'll turn up.
Oh, I see. So, mind your own business, Milbrow.
Yes, what is your business, Mr. Milbrow?
My card. Milbrow, Midlands rep, Felder and Unterman.
Who?
Felder and Unterman.
That's familiar.
I'll stop pulling my leg, Mr. Jolliphant. Now, let's get down to serious business.
Yeah, happily we will get down to serious business, Mr. Milbrow. If you tell me why I know those names so well.
Well, you're a piano player, aren't you?
Do they make pianos? No, I've noticed it. It's always written on the front, isn't it?
Felder and Unterman. The biggest firm in the music publishing trade today. You must have played thousands of our numbers.
Oh, Felder... Oh, it's written on every sheet music.
That's right.
Felder and Unterman. It's like Gilbert and Sullivan or Alcock and Brown, Brighton and Hove. And you're the Midlands representative.
Yes. Now, it's a good little show. Classy. I've seen hundreds. And a full house. You don't see too many of those. Mind you, some of the numbers... dead.
Dead?
Couldn't kill them. Dead. But you've got some good songs in the show. Some I haven't heard before, and I've heard them all. I might have got the titles wrong, but... there's about half a dozen.
Yes, these are all in the show.
Yeah, I know they're in the show. I want to know where they came from.
We're in there.
You wrote them? Yourself?
Yes. Jimmy Nunn helped me with the words of slipping around the corner.
And who are you giving them to?
Who am I giving them to?
Yeah, who do you give your songs to, Mr.
Oh, the people who sing them normally. Susie Dean or Jerry Jerningham, or the whole company if it's a chorus song.
To publish?
Well, nobody.
Give me copies of those songs, Mr. Jolliphant. I'll take them along to our London office myself personally. Would you like me to do that?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, I don't blame you. Tell you what to do. Put your music in a bag, take the next train to London and get yourself to our offices in Charing Cross Road, address on the card. Oh, don't worry about your job here. In a month, you'll be laughing at it to think you wasted your time with the Pierrot Tree. Take your songs, play them through once. You'll be away. Here, give me that card. Ask for Mr. Pitzner.
Pitzner?
Yeah, P-I-T-S-N-E-R. Oops. That's it. Yeah, I've written it on the back, look.
Yeah.
And tell him I sent you. And I'll write to him this afternoon and let him know you're coming. I'll send him a wire. Oh. Very likely I'll telephone him as well. Yeah, I'll telephone him from here. You'll walk in that office a piano player and come out a millionaire.
That is how Inigo came to be in possession of the card that saved him from feeling absolutely crushed after his talk with Susie. It had been his intention to show her the card the moment she had shown herself truly repentant. That moment had never arrived. But still, he had the card. He lit his pipe successfully. He ordered more tea.
Feeble, am I?
The various encounters, whether real or imaginary, during that windy week in Gatford were important to the people who took part in them, and to many other people too. Miss Trant is almost certain she saw Dr. Hugh MacFarlane, and the memory is sweet and disturbing. Elsie's encounter with Herbert Dover was real enough, and the consequences, so far as can be ascertained, appear true and permanent. The older members of the company see an encounter with the seaside town of Bournemouth.
6 months resident.
A good date.
Audiences of taste and discernment.
Good dig. You can't blame the youngsters for being ambitious.
There is a tide in the affairs of men when taken at the flood.
Floods in Bournemouth.
That's Shakespeare, my dear.
No Shakespeare Stratford.
Susie had a brief encounter with the local telephone directory.
Oh, Susie!
Terry!
I've checked the phone book for Dr. MacFarlane's.
Oh, did you find anything?
No.
And Jerry Jerningham had several long encounters with the telephone itself.
Of course, my dear. Well, it's just that one gets frightfully busy. No, it isn't just the show. One has to practice endlessly, otherwise one gets rusty.
Inigo Jolliphant is anticipating a meeting with Felder, Hunterman, Pitzner, and possibly all three. While Mamie Potter is about to encounter an unpleasant and hostile element in the audience.
She's getting hurt.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, it's just a few hooligans on big gallery.
Did you hear them?
I love we did.
The last encounter is pure coincidence, but coincidence is a potent influence on the affairs of mankind.
It's George, isn't it?
Hey, lad, I'm not called George. Only fella's ever called me George were a Joby Jackson. Joby Jackson!
George, with the little straw basket.
Hey, up.
I was on my way from the boozer. I looked in, I thought, I know that Yorkshire cap anywhere.
Well, how have you been getting on, Joby, lad? Are you still on road? Still selling them daft little toys?
Oh, no. Back on the nose line now, Joey in the bottle. Here, hold on. Yeah, the watch. And it comes up. And when I'm not doing that, I'm helping a fella that auctions oilcloth. Working hard, saving up and telling the tale. Hey, you're with this lot, are you?
Oh, aye. I handle the props and the scenery and, well, general handyman, you know.
The good companion.
That's us.
Hey.
Aye.
Have you had any bother lately?
How do you mean?
Any kind of bother?
There were a bit of calling out at back, that's somewhat new. Rest of the audience going off their heads, but it were just a few at back.
Yeah, well, you watch out, George. You might be in for a lot of bother.
Well,
Now, never mind how I know. But I do know, see?
How do you
now,
know?
look, can't stop. Got to meet a fella. You watch out. Fella!
It was all very mysterious. Mr. O'Croyd had been told to watch out by Joby Jackson, who was sane enough, a philosopher of the road. Mr. O'Croyd could not ignore it, Mr. Oakroyd would watch out.